It's huge. I mean, we really, when we first started this, I wasn't sure if I could even get upgraded myself, let alone get this kind of review for so many other people. So it's just really incredible news.
Steve Kennedy was initially denied an upgrade from his general discharge from the Army after developing PTSD and depression from fighting in Iraq in 2007 and 2008.
And ultimately, once I was going to be discharged because I had been AWOL, I got a general discharge rather than honorable discharge.
Steve now represents more than 150,000 Army soldiers who have received less than honorable discharges based on minor conduct linked to undiagnosed mental health problems. The law required the Army Discharge Review Board to give liberal consideration to applications that showed mental health conditions.
The law reflects that. The law accounts for that and brings itself into line with these understandings. But the board's failure to apply the law shows where the misunderstandings come in. It's at the board itself.
The Army agreed to settle with Yale University Law School's Veterans Lawyer Services Clinic to automatically review discharge upgrade applications that were denied back to April 17, 2011. The Army will send notices to veterans dating back to 2001, inviting them to submit a new discharge upgrade application.
We can fast track getting them the relief that is meaningful and effective for them as soon as possible.
Veterans will also be able to have their hearings via telephone conference rather than travel to Washington, D.C. A judge has to approve of the terms of the settlement before it's final. There's a status conference between the parties on Monday, and then there's a public hearing that will follow after. Taylor DiCello, Fox 61 News.